Hey y'all, Karen Crittenden here, aka Miss Success, and today I wanted to talk to you about being prepared. Are you prepared when opportunity knocks? So, what I want to talk about, what do I want to say about that? Okay. Well, there's a saying, like people always say, when opportunity knocks, you better be prepared. When opportunity knocks, answer the door and all that kind of stuff. But, if you think about it, most people are really not prepared when opportunity knocks. Just think about how many times maybe you've even said it in your own life. Oh man, the opportunity passed me by. I wish I had been in the right place at the right time, or I wish I had done such and such a thing when I had the opportunity. So why is that so important to be prepared? And how can you make sure that you're prepared when opportunity does show up again? Because it will show up again. Whatever you're believing for or hoping for, don't count it out. Don't say, well, oh man, I missed the boat on that thing because I wasn't prepared or whatever. And just get yourself ready. So I wanted to talk to you about what happened to me and how being prepared for opportunity, really makes such a huge difference. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about, I'm just going to talk about it briefly because I'm going to do a whole nother video on it. It's about setting an intention and the power of setting intentions. So when you have something that you want to accomplish, you need to get real clear in your mind about what it is you want to accomplish, why you want to accomplish that thing, and don't worry about how you're going to accomplish it. Sometimes things will have a deadline, like maybe you know that you have to move and you'll say, okay, well, I want to have everything in place for me to move in the next, by, I don't know, June 15th, okay, something like that. So now you're being very specific and you're going to set your goals and your intentions, but even if you don't know how it's going to happen, just have the confidence that it's going to happen. But be prepared so that when, if you know you want to move and you don't even know how, the opportunity is going to show up once you are clear with your intentions. So get yourself some boxes, start packing, get your things together so that when that opportunity for you to move to whatever it is, next level or new home or new job or new city or whatever, you are prepared. Okay, so now what happened to me? So when I started Empower Network, and some of you know my story, some of you don't, I started an IT company and we employed a couple hundred people, and then I also worked with an entertainment company in Philly that had, quite a few people in it, but I always was kind of frustrated that I could only help so many people, because one of the things that is my chief joy in life is to help other people and help other people accomplish their dreams and their goals in life. Okay, so that kind of always frustrated me that that it was kind of limited to how many people I could reach. So about a year ago, I started studying The Secret, Law of Attraction, and I, kept saying, okay, this is it. I finally get it, like how I can help people. But I still didn't have the means. I still didn't know how it was going to happen. So along the way, I was also praying and believing for some things, they start a new business and stuff like that, and how was that going to happen? I had no clue, and I found Empower Network, which is an online marketing company, and I had no clue about anything about running an online business. Okay, so that still, once I got that, I thought, oh wow, this is just like the perfect opportunity. This is the thing that I can use to help reach a lot of people and help a lot of people and help a lot of people to change their lives. So once I got involved, they have a group that's called the Women's Lounge. So the Women's Lounge is not necessarily about the business itself. It's about women's issues, and it's some of the top leaders that are inside of Empower Network, some of the top women on the prosperity team, and it's about women's issues. Okay, so I made an intention. I wanted to be one of those women that was going to be in the Women's Lounge, talking to other women, sharing my story, helping to encourage someone else. So I even made a screen capture video of the logo, and I put a picture of myself inside, like, so I would see myself on my vision board as being one of the people on the panel. Well, of course, you got to walk before you got to crawl before you walk, right? So I was trying to figure out, well, how is this going to happen? Like, I want to be making $30,000 a month, and I want to really just be out there and get out there and help people. And so last Friday, one of my mentors, Samantha Studebaker Carl, had asked me, yes, little old me, if I would be one of the panelists on her Saturday morning mindset call. Now, I was totally blown away because there are thousands. There's almost about 100,000 people inside of our business, and then and within that 100,000 people, we have our own group, the Prosperity Team, and then there's thousands of people on that team. And Samantha is like really, she's just an awesome leader. And so when she asked me if I would be on the panel, I was just totally honored and blown away. But it's because I set my intention and I was preparing myself for when that opportunity showed up to be ready. Okay, so some kind of technical issues. I couldn't get on the Hangout, but I was still watching it and rooting for everybody else that was on there. And there was only like 8, I think there's like 8 people that were on the panel or invited to be on the panel. And so, you know, I was still in the back of my mind was going, well, I really want to do that. I really want to be able to be on the panel and talk and just share my story. So so I thought, well, you know, okay, it'll happen another day, maybe, you know, next week or a couple of weeks or whatever. But today I'm just on my Facebook looking at some messages, and someone, Adriana had, who's also on our prosperity team, asked me if I would be on one of the panelists on her Google Hangout tonight. And I was like totally blown away and just so honored. I'm always honored and humble when people, you know, invite me to things like that, but it was just really nice. And then on top of that, 2 other women that have television shows asked me if they could interview me for their TV shows. So I was just like, wow, this is just really awesome. So the point of that is, if I hadn't been prepared, if I hadn't had my mind and set my intentions and been focused on this is what I want to accomplish, and I'm just going to keep plugging away and doing the things that I'm supposed to be doing inside of my business to get to that level where I want to be. Because like I said, I want to be making a minimum of $30,000 a month and just changing so many lives. But if I hadn't set that intention and I hadn't started preparing myself, so when that opportunity arose, I was ready, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. So I just want you to be encouraged that, you know, even if you feel like life has passed you by, opportunities have passed you by, you know, you made mistakes or whatever. Listen, we're all human. We've all done things. We've all made mistakes. We've all, you know, but I think every setback is a setup. So I just look at life a lot differently than a lot of people do. But I just want you to know that if you get ready and you get yourself prepared and you get focused and you get very clear about your intentions and what you want, and then you set about preparing for the opportunity that you want, it's going to show up. And guess what? It's probably going to show up in a totally different form than you ever thought, because when I set my intention of wanting to change lives and help people and empower people and show them how they could take control of their lives and that they didn't have to live a certain way, they could live better, I had no idea that this was the vehicle that God would use to help me do what I want to do. So that's it for today. Be encouraged. Remember, luck is preparation meeting opportunity. But if you don't recognize opportunity, it's because you're not prepared. You want to be ready when it shows up. So I will talk to you guys later. Hopefully you'll get to hang out with me on the Hangout, and I'll have some information so you guys can connect with me. Again, it's Carol Bell Scritton, aka Miss Success. Have a great day.